Welcome to episode 2 of In the Lab. Again, we're going to be making a fighting game character voted on by people on my Patreon in Heaven or Hell, my fighting game tabletop RPG. Today, we're focusing on Happy Chaos from Guilty Gear Strive. He went over last episode's patron poll by a massive 1 vote. Don't look at who made that vote, it definitely wasn't me. As the most recent villain in the Guilty Gear games, and a meta powerhouse of the last season, Chaos has gotten quite a lot of focus from the fighting game community at large. He plays well at every section of the screen, using a strange offhand fire mechanic, letting him fire off his offhand pistol in the middle of almost any other attack or state, allowing him to get some insane pressure. With this and his regular, mostly gun-based attacks, Chaos can fire from long range, poke you and convert into damage at mid-range, and place you in insane pressure mix-up at close range. These traits are a lot of what makes him so strong in his home game. He's also a perfect choice for 2H. Not only is he a character I know quite well, as I played him for a few months when he was released before switching back to Kai, but he also inspired the fiction of the game, with his design contributing to my decision to make the characters of 2H appear like Oni, with brightly colored skin and horns. Hence why I used him as an example character in the original Heaven or Hell video. However, unlike Ryu in our last video, Chaos is from a game with quite a lot of complexity and high character power, and therefore may require a higher tier Heaven or Hell character in order to recreate. If we're unable to capture the character's moveset in the first tier of unlocks, I'll increase the character's tier and see if that works. And with that, let's get into this. As always, let's start by thinking of the 4 techniques that we most want to use out of all of Happy Chaos's kit. For this build, I'm going to prioritize Steady Aim, a stance that allows him to take powerful launching shots, his Reload, a move that reloads bullets he needs for steady aim, his Scapegoat, a clone that creates a barrier between himself and his opponent, and his Curse, a projectile that increases his gun accuracy when used. You may think I'm missing his regular heavy slash shot, the move he can use in the middle of other animations, but I think we'll be able to replicate that without using one of his 4 technique slots. As with any character, we'll start with the attributes. I think I'll make Chaos a specialist, giving him a D4, a D6, and a D10 split across his 3 attributes, with the D10 going into his power, the D4 going into his fortitude. This is to show his crazy damage output and conversions in opposition to his lacking defense options. For his first 2 levels, we've got to invest into Ranger. The archetype is very clearly inspired by Chaos himself and other resource-based gun characters, that it's an obvious choice. However, with the 4 techniques I'm gunning for, we won't actually be able to use a good half of these 2 Ranger levels. We'll be equipping Efficient Shots and Silver Tipped, a powerful long-range gun attack and a reload respectively, leaving out Reload Roll and Unity Shot. You could use this roll as Chaos actually does have a combat roll type move, but they serve very different functions when compared. Reload Roll from Ranger has more of a reversal type effect, being fully invincible but punishable if your opponent does not choose to attack, where Chaos's roll is more of a mix-up tool, being a fast cross-up that you can shoot out of. That leaves us with 1 level left to spend in Tier 1. However, we need 2 different techniques if we want to fulfill the build that I'm trying to make. Fortunately, I already know that Scapegoat is going to be represented by the Ensnaring Light level 2 from Illusionist, meaning that we'll at least need 2 more levels, and we'll need to tier up Chaos a little bit to get them. But before that, there's one more step for Tier 1 characters, specializing a technique. I'm going to be adding Fearsome to Efficient Shots, which will make it so that it allows you to drain your opponent's hope when it's blocked. This will really replicate that insane block treasure that Chaos has in his home game, especially with the charged steady aim shots. At Tier 2, we're going to increase to one of the character attributes' die size, upgrading a D4 to D6, D6 to D8, D8 to D10, D10 to D12, in that order. We'll also be gaining a new level in archetype of our choosing. I'll be increasing Chaos's power to really dig deep into that idea of some untrained fighter who wins through just shooting you with a normal-ass gun. And with that extra level, we'll have 2 in total, allowing us to invest both into Illusionist, picking up the Wall of Light, and also Magic Mirror. Magic Mirror, or Ensnaring Light, not Wall of Light, don't worry about that. Magic Mirror allows you to place mirror markers in whatever zone you wish, creating points that you can teleport to, start attacks from, stuff like that. These will be used to replicate the Scapegoat clones, as we can use Ensnaring Light to do a defensive option targeting that only resolves if your opponent is in that area, allowing us to do the same attack blocking properties as it, functioning differently, but as of now it's the closest real replication we have. We could have also added Body Double on, but with limited technique slots, it really it's going to make us choose what we want to prioritize here. And finally, I want to talk about the thing I alluded to in the beginning, the passive H-shots that Chaos has access to. In Guilty Gear, Chaos can press Heavy Slash or H to ready their offhand gun or fire it if it's already readied. This can be in the middle of other animations, allowing him to mix together attacks in a way that most other characters can't. The Ranger in Heaven or Hell has a system of shot tokens that they can gain by using the stance to start off a round with shot tokens, or by using Silver Tipped to reload. These shot tokens give your attacks more combo and priority, making them a bit faster and allowing you to do extra actions after them if they successfully resolve. However, the thing that most people don't consider when they're looking at these tokens is that these shot tokens can be used not only on top of other attacks, but on top of defenses and utilities, allowing you to fire off a shot in the middle of, say, a run. That allows you to start a combo if they don't interrupt that run, similar to these Heavy Slash shots from Happy Chaos. And I think that is the bow to wrap this all up. Something to really, give that Happy Chaos feel. And how I'm gonna end the video. Thank you again to my patrons. My now 3 patrons that are Wiz, Buttertart, and MW. If you want to vote on the next character, be sure to join that patron, and if you don't, maybe drop the video a like, sub, and be excited for the next thing I release. Thank you, goodbye.
I like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. At all. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Take it easy.